Very good evening to one and all, and warm welcome to this webinar, which is on the burning topic, how to balance screen time with brain time. I have one question for you. How many of you panic when your mobile's battery goes down to 7%, 10%, and you immediately run to charge it?
Everybody, yeah.
Yes, yeah, everyone, you can write in the chat. So this webinar is about charging your child's brain the way you charge your phones, and you can utilize these strategies even for you. So, well, we send our kids to sports classes, and parents, adults, they go to gym or yoga classes. Seniors go for walking, right? Why? Just to keep their bodies fit, right? But what about our minds workout? What about our brains yoga? So this is very, very important to do that. So how many of you think like that? Because you are here, so it shows that you think like that, but I'm just asking so that you can also introspect. Because a strong mind always beats stronger muscles, right? There is this book, beautiful book by Timothy Mr. Galway, I think Timothy Galway, which says inner game of tennis. The topic of the book is inner game of tennis. And the book talks about how this mind plays role, how champions are created not inside the court, but outside the court, how their minds work. So when you play against an opponent, that is outer game. But inner game is when you play against your own obstacles, like suppose concentration, how to improve your concentration, how to work on your self confidence, your self improvement, your emotional resilience, your intuitive capabilities. So when you work on yourself and work against your own obstacles, that is called inner game. So this is what we do in this cognitive training programs through Brighter Minds. We help children, adults, teenagers, youth to build brain power, how to boost concentration, how to improve intuition, how to improve decision making capabilities, how to be more emotionally resilient, so how to build that confidence in children and also in different age groups, so that you can do better in every situation, so that you can become better version of yourself. So hello everyone, I'm Surabhi and I'm a cognitive coach and your host here, and we are here with this wonderful topic today, how to balance screen time with brain time. Because me and Rama ma'am were talking like brain is super powerful, but we need to do something about it, like we do for our body to keep it fit. Same way, we have to do something for our cognitive wellness, for our brain power as well. So today's topic is that. I welcome you, Rama ma'am, on this. Rama ma'am is connected with us through Heartfulness. Heartfulness Institute is in 160 countries, and this is 100 years old organization working for individuals and also for organizations, different organizations. This is beautiful organization which has changed my life, and even Rama ma'am believes that heartfulness methodologies, heartfulness principles go hand in hand with IB techniques. And Rama ma'am is very renowned IB leader, not only an IB leader, and not only she audits different schools, but she is also very positively, very passionately associated with different schools for training of teachers, how to train teachers, how to train management, so that they can think positively, so that they can give something fruitful to students. So thank you, Rama ma'am, for joining us for this very important topic today. And we are delighted to have you here on this platform on this important topic. Through these cognitive training programs, when we work on minds, when we work on brains, the most important part that we are thinking nowadays when parents are giving us feedback is how to develop this balance between screen time and brain time. So but we cannot just remove screens from our lives, because technology is part of our children's life now. Technology is a part of our life, like we eat, we breathe. Technology cannot be removed, but it can be balanced. So how to use, and there are various benefits that Rama ma'am would be talking about it, how to utilize those benefits and also use your mind power, brain power. So Rama ma'am, over to you. Our first takeaway that we shared with everyone is active screen time versus passive screen time. So I would request you to throw some more light on it. But before we go for it, Rama ma'am suggested that we can have one game, right? So for that game, she has requested me that I request you to put your videos on, because when you put your videos on, then we are able to see how you are doing this game. So she would be giving you one rapid fire round of questions. And if you say yes, you have to put your hands like this on your head. And when you say no, you have to do your hands like this.
Yes.
So can we please put our videos on?
Yeah, it's an earnest request so that we can involve them. We want everybody to be active, right? And they should give us this 30 minutes focus time. So for that reason, this is just a beginning. Okay. Acha, it is disabled, ma'am. It in the message.
I'll just check.
Mhm.
Please check now. Is your video working?
Yeah, people have switched on it now. Yes, good.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for communicating about it. Okay. So I'm sure, Surbhi ma'am, everybody is very clear. If this is going to be a rapid fire questions, and when the answer is from their side, yes, they will put both the hands on their head like this. So it's an exercise for your hands, and then if it is no, then you will cross it. Okay, is everybody clear? Yeah. Okay. So we are going to give a rapid fire of questions, and you have to be very good listeners, okay? And when I'm asking you the question, Surbhi ma'am's eyes are on your screen, okay? I mean to say, on your cameras which are on. Hmm? Okay, so we all are here, parents or teachers, whoever are there. For them, the first question is, does your child spend more than 2 hours a day on screens? Or you are spending? Okay, so ma'am, you're observing it, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. Do you monitor what your child watches or plays on screens? Okay, very wise people. Does your child use screens during meals or before bedtime? So this habit, you only have got it, right? Yes. Okay. Do you set daily screen time limits for your child? Okay. Has your child ever thrown a tantrum when asked to stop using a screen? So, ma'am, are we getting answers?
Yeah.
Do you encourage, please listen this, do you encourage screen-free activities like outdoor play or reading with your child? Okay. Do you use parental control or apps to manage your child's screen time? Okay, very few. Okay. Does your child use screens immediately after waking up? So as soon as the child is out of bed, he or she is using. Oh, good. So there is a solid control, I must say that from your end. Good, good. Do you allow your child to use screens during homework time? Okay. Does your child easily gets distracted by screens while doing other activities? Okay, good observations. Do you have screen-free zones at home? When I say screen-free zones, it's very important that your bedroom doesn't have the access of screen. Your dining table area, you are not using mobiles over there. So that is what the screen-free zones at home. So there is no title put up, but Okay, no, people are saying no. Okay, so this is something which you should remember at home to ensure that there should be no parking like that board, or no screen time over here, right? Something like that way. And the last but not the least question, has your child ever skipped meals or slept due to screen use? No. Okay. Good, Surbhi ma'am. So we have got a very wise parents, I must say that, right? Already aware about it, what they are doing, what is their responsibility, right?
Yeah.
Listen, good to know about it. Thank you, my dear parents, for participating actively and showing your enthusiasm in answering in sign language the questions. Over to Surbhi ma'am. Yes, Surbhi ma'am.
Yeah, what I feel, Rama ma'am, that as parents, mostly we are aware like that this, I mean, long hours of screen time is not very good for our children and also for us. But
Correct.
the only thing we need to know how to balance it. And can screen also be used for, learning purposes? How to use, so how to understand which one is giving a brain boost and which one is declining our capability, our brain's capability, because we want to help our children. We don't want to restrict technology, but we need to know how to utilize it wisely. That is where we need your help. And I request you to throw light on active screen time and passive screen time, because this is very important thing to understand.
Yes, absolutely correct. And it's very, very important in today's technology world, technology era, to understand what is active screen time and passive screen time. So, as a parents, we are all bound to use this, and we are going to use screens. It's not going to be, out of our lives. Neither it is going to be out of our children's life. Okay. So, when I'm talking about active time, like Surbhi ma'am, for your brighter mind sessions also, you conduct many sessions online, correct? But I would say that this is purely active. The reason is that when somebody, even if it is an adult or a child, is actively engaged with digital content, okay, it is like creating, problem solving, interacting, learning something, then this is called as an active screen time. So it's not only like right now we all are interacting and learning from each other, even we are going to learn something from parents also, correct? So, and we are going to solve some problems also. So it is purely an active time which we are utilizing. So online learning is now, in today's era, it is a very common thing. Correct? Virtual classes are there, educational apps are there, coding is happening, research is taking place. So this is all comes under the umbrella of active screen time, which is we have to breathe with it, and we really have to get the best out of it. So playing interactive games, requires a different strategies, or creativity is required for that. Engaging in certain kind of a video calls or discussions is something which is very, very important, and which is can be called as a very active learning. And you know that what is the benefit of this? It actually it can enhance your learning skills, it can develop your critical thinking skills, it can enhance your creativity also, and communication skill. When I'm talking about creativity over here, many of you must have heard about Canva, right? Usage of Canva in creating their ppts or presentations, where the children are taught in the ICT classrooms, this kind of a things. And this is very, very beneficial because the children are playing with colors, using creativity, and all those things. So these are the advantages of active screen time. Am I very clear, Surbhi ma'am, about it? Like what is activeness as such?
Yeah, I guess wherever they are using their brain, they are using their mind, they are understanding, doing something. That goes under the category of active screen time.
Yeah. And when it comes to the passive screen time, what is the main this thing is that if you are allowing a child to watch a movie for, maybe a 2 hours, and the child is just continuously sitting in front of a TV or a YouTube, where there is no interaction taking place, there is no dialogues, it is one side is mum and other, you're just listening to it. So in that case, it is completely a passive learning. It is like it is something child is listening to, correct? But that is not going to help the child at all. So, or when the child is, scrolling down, okay, he is just looking at the mobile or, some kind of an app, and he's scrolling down. So that is again completely, we can call it as, the passive learning, where, the child is not at all engaged. It's just the child is looking at the screen and, his fingers or the hand is moving. In that case, actually this becomes like, or watching a reels, also watching some kind of videos or some cartoon films and all that. It is kind of, if it goes more than 40-45 minutes, then it becomes like, passive screen time, and which can lead to reduction in attention span. We feel that the concentration can be developed if the child is sitting in front of the television or, watching some cartoon. No, it is going to hamper his brain some or the other way, and his eyesight also can get really affected very badly. Similar way, it can, it can affect the child's sleep, as well as, it can reduce the child's thinking capacity also. This is what the research has proven, and that's why in many countries nowadays, even in the schools, the screen time is banned. Okay, technology has been reduced in many countries, in many schools. No doubt in India we have a very limited hours where the screen time is used in the schools also, but this is what the scenario is. So this is called as, passive screen time. So the parents must remember, if you're watching a television or something, no doubt, like, there are certain good programs watching, but then there should be a time limit for it.
So suppose child is watching a movie with parent, ma'am. So we can convert it to active screen time.
Yes, ma'am. I have seen many families where, especially now the young parents, they have a specifically time, like Saturday evening or Sunday evening, as a movie time at home. And nowadays many people have, big screen televisions. So it's like, sitting together, watching a movie, eating popcorn, and then, in between having an interaction what they're watching. So entire family is involved in watching the television or watching that film or watching that news specifically. So there are dialogues taking place. It's not continuously all alone the child is watching.
Dialogues means parent is talking to the children, asking
Yes.
questions,
Course.
like that. Make child think, make child introspect.
Like, I have seen many children have a curiosity, what will happen next? Now, if they're watching any movie, so why did this happen and what will happen next? These are a very prominent questions from the children. So somebody should be answering them that time. Okay, because child will ask you twice, thrice. Later on, if nobody is answering, then the children keep mum. Right? Yeah. So this is very, very important, and I feel every parent should, take a note of it. Like, you watch the movies together, because certain movies give you a good message. Movies are also thoughtfully made. So let us visualize, let us listen together and get a best out of it. Make it as an active learning rather than keeping it just making that child sit in front of that box and then, making him engaged with it. Yeah.
So that idiot box can be changed to intelligent box when you keep asking questions, when you keep
Correctly, absolutely, because sometimes it is very important that, see, one thing parent has to remember: children are dependent on us, whatever you do it, and they will be dependent till what age? Till the adolescence age. Later on, they are not going to be in control of you, but whatever habits you're going to form, then those habits are going to get, weaved further, and it is going to get wired. So that's very important.
Yeah. So I would like to know from everyone, is it clear active screen time and passive screen time, and how can we change passive screen time to active screen time? How can you change screen time to brain time? So if you have any questions, please note them down. At the end, we will have question answer. Because the second takeaway that we want to have from Rama ma'am is like, ma'am, what can be practical tips and strategies so that we utilize this thing?
Yes, very, very true, ma'am. It is important that as a parents who are investing their time over here, they should understand that what are the practical tips, and when we are going want to give them this practical tips, we want to tell them very important message. We want to give it like when you are engaging the children for any of classes or any of like any of the programs, like I take an example of a brighter mindness or heartfulness relaxation technique, anything you take it, in that case definitely it's a brain time benefit you're giving it to the children, correct? So it is like boosting their innate capacity. When they are going for such kind of a programs, their emotional intelligence has been taken care, their critical thinking has been developed, they are very physically active in such kind of a programs. Like, so remember I had seen in your sessions, like the children when they come to your center or when you're conducting online, you make sure that physically the children do certain kind of activities, right? Then in brain benefits, it's like which is developing their, enhancing their memory or the focus on their social connections, because the children are interacting with other children, so that's very, very important. They get of a similar peer group child to interact, because then they learn from that particular age group children. And this all encourages basically hands-on learning, as well as encourages the I must say that a creativity, correct?
Right, right.
And when it comes to screen time concerns, which where we, if you are not sending the children, if you are not making the children participate apart from your school going, or just playing in the society and all those things, then definitely the child is going to emotionally get little bit uh, I may say going to get emotionally inward personality kind of a child. So these are the very important things, how you give the child an opportunity to get socialized well, and that socialization is helping the child for the development of his personality. Hmm.
And
Now,
even what I observed, ma'am, nowadays when children interact with only same age group children,
Mhm.
they become very restricted. So we should also give them opportunity to interact with adults, interact with elderly children, interact with even younger children, so that they learn to gel with each other. And also this technology wise, like we are connecting through Zoom.
Mhm.
Sometimes they can connect it, I mean, they can connect through Zoom to few of the friends, relatives, Dadaji, Dadiji, Naniji, grands, So that will also help them socially engage. So that has actually worked well with us.
Yeah, very true. Very truly, you said, like, interacting with different age group people. That's very important. Because in school, what happens, you interact only with same age group, peer group, this thing. And schools cannot take care of everything, because if you really look at it, 180 days the children are there with the school. In a daytime, only 8 hours they are there with the children in the school, but rest of all 16 hours they are with you, right? So we only as a parents community has to do a lot of things which are required, and that has to be done at that particular age time only, because if that time goes away, it's like the train, you miss the train. Mhm. Yeah.
That's why mindful parenting, mindful thinking when to do what is very, very important.
Absolutely correct. It's a parenting is an art, and it's a biggest important responsibility we take it up. Correct? Yeah. So, ma'am, one more important thing which I would like to focus over here, like the strategies which we were wanted to give it to the parents. If you really look at it, like nowadays the schooling is starting right from age 2 onwards, right? Where they have a toddlers group. Even some of the schools have the schooling right from 12 months onwards, where they have the mother toddler age group and all those. So till age 6, it's a kind of an early years programs where the outdoor play, storytelling, then giving main ensuring that the children watch a right kind of a cartoons, okay, where they learn language, because English is again not a mother tongue of every child, but English is a business language, so the children need to learn that. So showing certain good things to the children is very important. We are not saying that you keep the children, like I had seen, ma'am, some families where they say we don't give mobile to the child, we don't have TV in our house, we don't have any gadgets. But then that is also not right? That is you're going to the extreme end. So that should not. So balance is very, very important. So this age group, there are many things available. So there, the routine of the child is in parents' hand, and they can do many things over there. Now, when the child is right in the first standard, that is, age 7 onwards till age 10 or 11, I must say that it is kind of a primary age group children. So there, interactive learning has to take place. Okay. Where a lot of comprehensions, compositions, so that school keeps giving. Okay, but then the parent takes it as a homework and it's a burden, but don't take it in that manner. And even like you read out the story to the child, like there was one question which I had asked, like, does your child sleep looking at screen? Okay, so let us not make the child sleep looking at the screen, but if you read it out to the child something, okay, then the child is sleeping with that thought. Okay, or listening to some kind of a shloka or recitation, something which is very good for listening, then with that thought, if the child sleep, it's very, very important for his brain boosting as well. And this is all, whatever I'm speaking is based on research, as well as a lot of scientists have worked on it, educationists have worked on that, and this is what I'm sharing with you now.
Yeah. This is important point, ma'am, which I want to emphasize, that whatever we are sharing is not our opinion. We are sharing this with lot of researchers. The background is lot of researchers.
Correct. And secondly, ma'am, this primary age group, everything needs to be supervised. So that is something which is very important, because many people feel like now the child is in second standard, third standard, so the child does it on his own. Okay, let us not, but don't do that. These till age 10 supervision is required. You should not do over supervision, but at the same time, somebody or the other one has to be there, what the child is watching, what the child is doing. That is very, very important. Later on, the children start understanding what is good, what is right, what is wrong, and then discussion and the family discussion matters a lot for that. Now this is very important age group, 11 years onwards till 14. So again, an adolescence age group beginning, and they're actually concentrating on some musical instrument learning, or focusing on the the games, like maybe you began your talk with table tennis, right? You take it a tennis, you take a chess, so something or the other, because the sports teaches life skills to the child. Okay, you can make the children learn what is losing, winning, aiming, goal making, achieving that, tolerating that resilience, all that the children learn through sports. So this is something that's a very, very important thing, that the parents need to, group dynamics. Yeah, somebody has written a group dynamics, team management, team playing, so many things. Thank you, Surbhi Gadgil, ma'am. It's very, very important that children learn a lot through the sports. Okay, if somebody has raised the hand also, we will ask them give an opportunity to ask you questions. Also, let me give you what we have decided to share it with you. And so this chess playing is also very, very important. Surbhi ma'am, as a parent, you also know it very well, how important that game is and how the brain develops because of that game. Correct. So it's important. And
games are important, but with games, how you are training mind is also very important. That is where we are working in that particular space only, because through cognitive training programs, how to do that functional training of mind. Because I always give that example, ma'am. When elephant is small, you tie with iron rope. In circus, they do it. And little elephant thinks that it's not able to do that, it's not able to break the chain. It becomes very big elephant, it can do with even a jerk. You tie with plastic chair with small rope, he will not try at all. Why? Because the functional training of mind is I cannot do it. So this is the right age when cognitive training, mind training, functional training is important. And as parents, whether we know it or not, subconsciously, unconsciously, maybe unintentionally as well, but we keep doing mind training.
Absolutely correct, ma'am. It's very important, and this micro observation or a micro minute planning, the parent needs to have it in the mind. That's why now coaching is becoming very popular, right? You have a game coaches, right? For every sports there is a coach. So what does the coach do? The coach has this all minute training, and nowadays that sports management, sports education has become a big industry as such. So you have such people.
And there are many people from different countries who are connecting with us because they have their game coaches, and then they are taking mind coaches, us as mind coaches, cognitive coaches, so that we can train their minds how to perform better, how to improve efficiency. So this is very important part.
Yes, absolutely correct, ma'am. So, adolescence age group is something which we have to handle it in a very nice manner. Parent needs to be a friend with the child. So, this is something which is again, it's an age old thoughts, but it is very important that you need to be a friend with your child. And there are many things, I mean to say, you can do it in a very nice manner, like having, the comic strips ideas and art, then voluntarily working for some NGO, going to the for service together as a family, helping some people. So such kind of a things gives a long lasting impact on the children's mind. And this is like something which is again I must say that this is a passive, this is very active learning, not a passive. So it's you may be joining some group on screen, that's fine, but you need to develop such kind of things. And if you really we can go deeper into it, ma'am, but since we have a limitation of the time also, we will move to the further discussion. Yes, yeah.
So what I want to share here, I am sharing this WhatsApp group link. You can join this, and like ma'am has suggested comic strip. So I will share with you the format how you can do that. And maybe in coming week we can give you one or two activities because summer vacations are on in many places. So you can utilize those things. So what we have planned, we can keep giving you few activities also. You can do that. So you can join this WhatsApp group, and you just you know click the link. You will be able to join this, and then we can take the journey ahead. And also I'm sharing a YouTube link which you can join because we are planning a lot many things in coming days. So just to ensure that you get everything in time, you can join this group as well. I mean this YouTube, you can subscribe to this YouTube and you will be getting that. Just remember to put the notification on, because few parents share with me that I have subscribed but I don't come to know. So when you put notification on, you will come to know. So ma'am, in practical strategies we have to I think
Yes. It's
in,
very important that, ma'am, we need to set a boundaries. That is what something which I would like to give it. So I call it as a wise choice, which parents needs to do it. And right now you have given them the option of joining. So it's a wise choice for them to join and, get benefited, so that, automatically on their screen, they will get information, right? So when we are saying,
yeah.
ma'am, wise choice, and that is again our third takeaway, right? So set a healthy boundaries, and this boundaries are very important. When I was asking you the questions, do you have a screen-free zone at home? Okay, so if you don't have, please set up. Okay, so no screens during meal time, bedtime, family gathering. And here, ma'am, who is a role model? Who is a role model? Can you answer me?
For my child, I think I am the role model, and
Absolutely.
more family
Because
members.
you are a role model, your entire family is a role model for that. So it's very important because children are observing us all the time. So, keep your phones in the, dining room, or not in dining room. Keep it in the, the living room over there. Let it have all the charging happen over there. So we need to make sure that way we have to groom the children. So free zones is something which I think so today, whoever is attending this webinar, I'm sure in their houses from today onwards, there will be a screen zone, right? Yeah.
Free zone. Please
Yes.
write yes if you agree to it. That let that be a one takeaway which you will be doing.
Correct. It will be really great to know that, however, how many families over here are attending, they should have this free screen zone at home. So that is something which is very important. Second thing, second boundary is, follow the rule 1:1. Okay. Now you may be having the children who are already, are using a screen because of, maybe a home learning, okay, homeschooling. So because of that, it's a kind of a this thing that they have to get stick to the screen for longer hours. Okay. But then 1:1 is a rule in the sense, like, now suppose if you are having a 5 days online schooling is happening, then naturally weekend is there, Saturday, Sunday is there. So 1:1 rule is like, you are spending so many hours on the screen, like 7 hours are gone in the screen time, then keep at least 3 to 4 hours off the screen time. You play, you learn music, you listen to something, you have interaction, you spend your time in reading. So this is something very, very important. So again, this is something which the parents can imbibe in their life, and they can imbibe this thing for themselves. As a teacher, as an educator, I have adopted these things with me, so I know that how it is helping us and how it is going to benefit in our future life as well as to the future generation. Because ultimately, why we are over here, we are here because we are concerned about our future generation, correct? So that's why we are talking about all this. And then third thing is that, you all must be knowing this 20-20-20 rule. Okay. So what is this 20-20-20 rule, ma'am? Surbhi ma'am, you also must be aware about this because you are also spending so much of time, interacting with people on screen. Heartfulness sessions are given it on the screen. Brighter mind sessions are given. So what is this 20-20-20 rule?
So all
Anybody?
the parents are aware about it. If you are aware, just write yes.
Mhm.
And if
No,
you're
then.
not aware, write no, because we have created a reel also on it. We have created complete video on it.
Mhm.
Are you aware about 20-20-20 rule?
No. Okay. Not aware. Okay.
After every 20 minutes of screen time, so Anjali ji is saying no, after every 20 minutes of screen time, you should encourage your child, and also you should do that. Look at 20 feet away, at least for 20 seconds. 20, 20, 20. After every 20 minutes, look at 20 feet away. Why? Because when we are looking at screen, we are all the time in the near vision, right?
Correct.
And when we look 20 feet away, we are enabling our eyes to look at distance. So that is basically to help, that is to take care of eye health. That is to help eyes, because nowadays, you were sharing, Rama ma'am, many children are getting glasses nowadays because of this screen, right? So that is to help with that. So it's important part.
Yeah. So this 20-20-20 rule is very important, and if everybody follows that, it will benefit the children as well as you all for a longer time. Like, we have in the school water bell, right? The similar way you need to have that kind of an alarming system with you, and nowadays it is very easy to have those alarms set with you, right? So let's follow this 20-20-20. Those who are working on from work from home also, they can have this. And last but not the least, tech jar, which is works very, very very easily, where you keep a one jar, and in that keep on adding, like, I mean to say, the thoughts, or time for off the screen, or giving as a reward something. So this is a kind of a jar where your thoughts are there in that, or you are giving certain kind of, how you have your coin box, like, the children save their money. The similar way, this tech jar can be there, where if you watch any movie together, put it together, that kind of thoughts written down, or something where you can have and use it in a different manner also, this tech jar. So I leave it to you to decide how you would like to use this tech jar at home, where the children may demand, I want to watch the movie Moana, okay, with the parents, and then the child can put a wish of for that. Or it can be like, parent can put it like, this is something you're going to get as a reward in that tech jar, and the child opens it and reads it. Oh, this is going to be, we are going for a movie today. So like that, it can happen. So we leave it to you to make it more innovative, more, kind of an encouraging, because life has to be made interesting for everybody. Okay. And that interesting, who is going to make it for children? You only have to make it, nobody else. No alien is going to come and make it, right? So it's a parents who are going to make it interesting, parents who are going to plan. And till the time the children are going to go into the adolescence age group, once they enter into that, then you will have to run behind them. So let us do that. So let's make this innovative tech jar where you can decide what has to be going in that jar, and as a family, set a rule for it. Okay. So these are something which are, ma'am, as healthy tips, or I must say that, kind of healthy boundaries which we need to set it, and which will definitely help the parents. We cannot eliminate the screens, okay, because it is highly impossible, and looking at the technology development, it is impossible. But consciously making sure that we balance it,
Is
is
very important.
very important. And
Yeah.
fortunately, when we ask those rapid fire questions, looking at those hands, I was able to understand, like, at least we have 50% who had participated, knows that what they're doing it. Okay. But you need again and again reminder, because it is always, check is important. Okay. And this is what we do it. Yeah. Over to Sudbhi ma'am. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and I want to add here because AI is coming. I mean, it has already come, right? And in this era of AI, this
Mhm.
brain power will be very important. People
Correct.
who are having good brain power will survive. That's what
Absolutely.
I keep telling people. Because nowadays I observe, ma'am, when one project is given to children from school, immediately parents who are helping them or children, they will go to YouTube, they will go to Google how to do it. Right? Nobody wants to think. And in brain, because we are in cognitive training field, right? So in brain's field, either you use it or you lose it. That is why this is multimodal cognitive training we are doing. Whatever areas you are not working at, those will become dormant. And there are many studies which are coming how memory is declining for adults, how concentration is going down for children. So we need to think very wisely, wise choice again, how to train our mind so that technology doesn't overpower us. We become masters of it. We know how to control it. We know how to use it. So now we have good time to take questions.
Yes.
I think we'll start from first question.
Yeah.
Uh,
Somebody was raising hand also.
yeah. So Surabhi Gadgilji said, I have a question related to screen-free zones. Surabhi
Mhm.
ji, can you please put your video on and ask your question? I can give you a spotlight.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. First of all, I would like to appreciate the different ways which ma'am had shared with us to ensure that we can balance our screen time and enhance our learning. I would also like to highlight that I have my 11-year-old son sitting with me to make sure that he understands whatever his mother is doing for him is for his own benefit. My question was related to the screen free zones that we need to create in our houses. So basically, usually it happens that one of the parents comes late from the office, and that is the only time when the person gets time to watch television, and that is usually meal time. At that time, the child thinks that this is like the child is conditioned to think that meal time is TV time, meal time is screen time. So how to make sure to make the child understand this, that father has a completely different take on it, but then you should have a screen free meal.
Yeah, very, very important and very practical question, ma'am. Okay. Now, fortunately, your child is with you, right? Yeah. So, I know very well, like many of the children have this habit of, eating and watching TV, or families have. The dining tables are also set where the television is there, correct? But then, we at least, out of 7 days, you should say that at least 5 days in a week, we should have completely focusing only on our meal, chewing it properly, because it is important. When you chew it, it has a connection with the brain also. The more the time you chew, it is, it is going to help you for the digestion as well as for your brain functioning also. So this is something which is very important. So again, set a rule, as a family, together, no mobile around you. Father, definitely he's engaged, he's so busy and he wants some relaxation time, but I'm sure many father, figures, they also compromise, they also make sure that once a child is born, they want to give those good benefits to the child, and that's why they also will participate if you're creating this kind of an, environment. So, my dear little master, you're watching me and listening to me. So you can do it for 5 days, okay? And then the 2 days, definitely you can, have your the time where you can watch and then eat. Because you observe it while watching and eating, your entire focus is on watching that screen, correct? So you don't understand what you're eating also. So that doesn't, help your digestive system also. So you should eat and enjoy the food, then only it will give you the benefits.
Yeah. And there is one more research which says when you use more senses, more your brain function is worked on. So when you are eating, how you are smelling food, how you are tasting, then your mama should ask what all ingredients have been used. Make it interactive, right? So that will help your brain functions.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Most welcome.
Thank you so much for asking. Now Seema Bhavanji is saying, good evening, ma'am. Please kindly let me know if I can give the contact details for other parents to connect with the group. Yeah, sure, Bhavnaji, Seema ji. You can give it, because the purpose of these interactions is to bring awareness and build a parents community so that we can help each other, because we learn each other. And then in this today's world, when nuclear families are there, we need support, we seek support. Very rarely we get from authentic resources. We just go to YouTube, watch some reels, and then keep deciding things. But it is important to understand what research says, whether this is authentic or not, this is reliable or not. Because like Rama ma'am said, whatever is to be done in that particular age, in that particular moment, once that moment passes, when that age goes, you cannot repair it back. And this is your child's life. This is your life. Okay, so Seema Bhavanji is asking, what can we do about screen addicted children?
Okay, now this is again a very, very important and a burning question. Okay, so then Simaji, thank you. I was, expecting this question, and I'm happy to answer, because, remember one thing, addiction is something, it can happen, but, you are the one, take efforts to eliminate that addiction. So for that, first and important thing is that how old the child is. Okay, can I know, Simaji, how old the child is? 17 years old, correct. 17 years old child. Okay, so 17 years old child is, has his own mindset, correct? So you need to introduce the child to some, friend or an adult who can really understand the child. And this is something even the Brighter Mind helps you, right, ma'am? Where, this is the child, if you tell the child, don't do this, at this age, the child will start at showing a denial mode, right? So you introduce the child to such people who can really help the child to overcome that kind of an addiction. Okay. Secondly, like, you need to know what the strengths your child has. Suppose if your child is screen addicted, fine, but what kind of a screens, what is he watching on the screen is something which is very important. Is he playing games? Is he just watching the some kind of a cartoon films or some films or Netflix? What is he doing? So this is something which is very important. As a parent, you should know about it. Third thing is that apart from this, what the child is interested. Yeah, you have written something. Just let me read that, ma'am. What has she's written?
So Seema ji says, so can I share the counselor in your group? Seema ji, you can connect with me. I will be able to help you.
That will be really good, so that Yeah, parents need to understand the responsibility to do. They cannot put all responsibilities on teachers. Yes, yes.
That is true.
Definitely. As I said, very, very important. Schools have limitations. Okay, schools have limitations. They have a curriculum to teach and deliver, and result-oriented work the schools does it. There are many schools who are working on individual personality development, etc. But it is a moral responsibility of a parent. We have got the child on this earth, so we need to take an extra efforts, and this efforts has to be taken at the right time. So time is very precious. Okay. So Seemaji, you can get it connected to Surbhi ma'am. We will help you out. So don't worry about it. Okay.
And
Seema,
one more thing I want to add here, ma'am, if you kindly permit. So basically, first we need to understand whether child is actually addicted or not. Many a times we think that child is addicted, but there are whole list of checklists. I mean, there is whole checklist whether you can just check whether child is addicted, because all the children are not addicted. If your child is watching a screen, that doesn't mean necessarily that child is addicted. So first we need to understand. There is one reel in our YouTube channel where we have shared the list. If you feel that your child is addicted, first check these points. If all those points are fulfilled, then only think that child is addicted. Otherwise, it is not addiction. It is something which is subtler. So first decide about it.
and one more thing, ma'am, if you keep on saying in front of the child that he has got addicted, then it will have a very negative impact on the child. So we need to, what we speak matters a lot. So the words what we choose for expressing matters a lot for the children. So this is something. And ma'am Seemaji has written again about the IT. What about the IT professionals? Definitely, IT professionals are there around the world. Okay, but they follow certain 20-20-20 techniques. There are IITians who are in completely on this IT professions, but you should look at their fitness. The people are taking utmost care of themselves. So people who are educated, they do understand what is good, what is bad, and people have a choice, right? So everybody has a choice to decide, and this is something which is very, very important. Yeah.
And also, if IT professional is actively engaging, like active screen time and passive screen time, that's why first point was that only. So we need to understand whether it is there or not, right? So like we need to understand first whether child is addicted or not, whether I am addicted or not. Addiction is a word where it becomes little critical, right? So please understand it first whether it is there or not. You can go through that YouTube, that reel, that talk, and then you will understand. And you can even connect with us. I have already shared my number. Prakash Kumar ji is saying, if either parents are working, it's tough to know what the child is doing at home.
Yeah, so this is something again a very important, like you both may be working, okay, but you need to have that kind of a transparency, and what kind of a gadgets you are giving it to the child, how you are making sure that what is going to be the child's schedule in absence of you, who are the people around the child in absence of you. So this all matters a lot, and it requires a lot of time. Earning money is easy, I must say that, but earning that time for what the child goes through, it's very difficult. So you need to keep an very important watch on this, and then take a decisions, like making sure that the child is engaged during your non-presence at home in certain good activities. Okay, like I must say that it's not because Surbhi ma'am is over here, I'm telling you, but Brighter Mind program, where the children learn about intuitive power, which they have it, using that cognitive thinking, cognitive skills, and these are all things which where the parents can choose to select, put the child into such a wonderful programs where the child can get driven in a right direction. This is something which we can suggest you. Okay. Yeah.
प्रतिभा जी इज आस्किंग, हिंदी में भी सेशन हो सकता है क्या सिस्टर? हाँ, हिंदी में आप क्या कर सकते हैं, आप पर्सनली कनेक्ट हो जाइए, तो मैं इसका तो ये जो वेबिनार हो चुका उसका एक ब्रीफ आपको पूरा दे दूंगी। और अगर आपको हिंदी में भी चाहिए So we will try talking with our team, because this is global initiative where people join from each corner of this country, not only this country but from outside also. So we have kept it in English, लेकिन हिंदी में भी कर सकते हैं sister. So I think ma'am, it's time to say bye to everyone, and then we will connect again next week.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. I am sure that it will be helpful for the parents community. Good day, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for connecting. Again, we will take it ahead next week. So we are going to have these weekly sessions. Please join. Our team will be sharing creatives with you, how to join. Please feel free to share with other parents, like Seema ji asked. Don't hesitate. It's not something which is closed. We want to spread it. We want to, share it with each and everyone. And these are free sessions, right? You just need to invest some time, learn, and then invest time in doing also, not only listening, but implementing few strategies. So thank you so much for joining. Thank you, everyone.